Today I'm going to be talking about how to drive a stick shift car. My name is Jennifer Mendoza and I am taking Business 270. Steps to driving a stick shift vehicle. Now, there are a lot of intimidating steps to driving vehicle. I think the biggest one is probably rolling down a hill, which is I think everybody's fear. But besides that, it's very fun. Step one is understanding that you're going to have an extra pedal on your feet. It's not just going to be the gas and the brake, it's going to be also the clutch, which is the most essential part of driving a stick shift vehicle. Understanding the catch point is also very important because if you don't get that catch point when you're giving it gas and you're taking off the clutch, then you're going to stall out, which will make the car jerk and it will also damage the clutch. One tip that I do give people is not to rest their hand on the gearbox because it causes wear and tear on the clutch that's unnecessary, and it's just a good tip. So for the first gear, you're pretty much just going to be driving out of your house. It'll be between 0 to 15 miles per hour. Then the car will start asking you for a gear change. Gear shift 2 is pretty much once you're out of your home onto the streets, it'll be between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gear shift 3 will be once you are in the city and you are on your way. It'll be between, I would say, 25 to 35 miles per hour. Gear shift 4 is when you're on back roads, for example. It's between 35 to 45 miles per hour. This is the most used gear because you can still go on lower speeds and the car won't shut off on you. Gear shift 5 is going to be on the highway. If you're familiar with the area, on 28 and on 66, you'll pretty much be on 5th gear the whole time, unless if you're driving a little bit faster than that, you're going to be on 6th gear. But not all vehicles have 6th gear. That's pretty much only for sports car and some trucks. Yeah, let's see. Some pros to driving a manual versus an automatic vehicle is that it's fun. You're in control of the vehicle. You'll notice that you're not on your phone as often as you would be, which, texting and driving is very bad. So that's one of the good things. Also, it's cheaper on maintenance. I drove a standard car for a couple years, and the only thing I had to replace was the clutch, which it needed a replacement. It's just wear and tear over the years. Also, one thing that I noticed when I got an automatic car, I noticed that a manual car was better on gas, which I thought it wasn't. So that's another pointer. This one's funny. So lower chances of theft because not a lot of people know how to drive manual cars. The chances of you getting your car stolen are decreased by a lot. Cons are that, let's see, traffic. Now, traffic was pretty much the reason why I ended up getting an automatic car because I was traveling from Nokesville to Chantilly every day and the traffic was just too bad and it was just tiring after the end of the day. One thing that sucks also is the extra steps that you have to take throughout the day just to get to work and get home. It's tiring, but if you're up for it, it's very fun. The statistics on driving a stick shift car are pretty much only 4 to 5% of Americans drive stick shift cars. And I think that it's very sad because this takes me on to my next slide. it's important for all of us to learn how to drive stick shift because it's a skill that's being lost in our country, and you never know what situation you might find yourself in. So I think that it's very important to learn how to drive stick shift, and I hope that by watching this PowerPoint, everybody is encouraged to go ahead and learn.